What's going on, guys? Back at it again with another video with Hannah. Hello, Hannah. How you doing?
I'm good.
Alright. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of random stuff. Honestly, last time she was in a video was a vlog action. And honestly, I don't think I've made a vlog since. And I think we tried, but wasn't up to par. But now we're just gonna talk about a bunch of stuff like music, what we've been doing. And yeah, man, how are you doing, Hannah?
I've been sleeping a lot. My neck hurts really bad. I've been thrifting. I bought a bag. It matches his shirt. Stewie. Born to be bad. Look at the strap. It's a messenger bag. I was gonna trade him for Black Ops 2 because I wanted to play zombies hecka bad, and he bought it. Oh yeah, I've been playing zombies a lot.
But mainly Black Ops 2 Zombies and Black Ops 1, but they didn't like that one, which I found kind of offensive. But
it's fine. But
everybody like our age grew up on it, or like at least played it like when they were kids. And like I feel like you guys just missed out and played BO2, which makes sense. Speaking of gaming, I recently bought another Xbox 360 because I felt like my original one was done for. Red Ring of Death, I thought had Red Ring of Death, but I bought another box for it that, you know, some energy up in that biatch, and then it ended up working. So I have two working Xboxes, which is kind of fascinating, and I don't know, I feel very fantastic. And I put that Xbox downstairs where she be staying at, and she just be grinding on that BO2 Zombies. Bro, instantly started playing it once I hooked it up. I was like, okay. But moving on from gameplay, Xbox, zombies, and all that nonsense, we'll talk about music now, I guess. And what have you been listening to, man? What's been your playlist looking like? What's everything been looking like recently?
Screamo, like always. And MySpace Deathcore. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to a lot of that. Still, Pale Fade, OTL. OTL. Pale Fade. I made a whole playlist. You can link it for real.
Oh yeah, we could totally see that.
Totally. Oh, also a lot of Linkin Park. I love Linkin Park. I used to listen to them like a buttload.
Since I interview a lot of bands and I'm just the best interviewer in the world, I'm not. Let me ask you a question, Hannah. I know you be washing windows and washing whatever stuff as a job, and I always be wondering, what do you listen to when you are working with windows washing windows?
I listen to a lot of like 2010 music, like LMFAO. I don't know, it hypes me up. Just stuff that's like hype, you know, because like I hate washing windows. I like washing solar panels, but I hate washing windows. So I gotta have a good playlist on. I like Girl of Glass. That's that deathcore stuff. That's fire. But yeah, LMFAO. Yeah, 2010 like club music and stuff.
Which I feel like is becoming such a resurgence, or a lot of people are accepting that they like that type of music. Like you, Alexa, even myself. I feel like I hated that type of music back in the day, but once you hear it, you're like, oh man, there's a lot of euphoria within this music. I'm just like, oh man, no wonder this music was popular back in the day.
Oh, Tupac. I forgot to say, I listen to Tupac when I'm working. Yeah, that's the only rapper I listen to. That's a rapper, right?
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't put that in.
I will.
I don't listen to rap.
That's a funny clip.
But I like Tupac. Yeah, I listen to Tupac.
So like when you listen to Tupac, is there like a bunch of songs or just one specific song, or do you not even know? Ambitions as a writer.
Ambitions as a writer. I listen to the All Eyes on Me album. But mainly, Scandalous and Ambitions as a writer.
Dang, I didn't even know you listened to Tupac. That's very fascinating. Bro, really? Yeah. Like when I listened to it in the car? Yeah. Was it hype? You're like, oh, snap. Yo, I can't relate, but this is kind of fire. I'm gonna go back to some gaming because really, man, I've been honestly, I've been having a lot of anxiety, so I haven't really been making videos and stuff. And I feel like I haven't told anybody, even Alexa, that. But yeah, man, I've been trying to like go back into that retro gaming and just playing games that I played when I was a little fat lad, because I was a little rotund. And recently, I said I got an Xbox 360, but I was trying to make my PS2 work as well. But that thing does not work, and it kind of bummed me out because I have a bunch of banger games on there. Oh, speaking of Family Guy, for some reason, I'm just like, got Stewie on my shirt. She just showed you a Stewie bag, and I just bought a Family Guy Xbox 360 game, and it's coming today. So whenever that comes through the mail, I'm definitely gonna be playing that. And I'm just yeah, man, that's why I don't know, I've just been not in the music mood, which is kind of stupid because that's what I talk about. I'm getting better. And I forgot to say, we be thrifting and stuff. And honestly, lately, they just be dragging me. No, they don't be dragging me. But no, I'm just with them at the thrift stores and stuff. And it dawned on me that I can go look at the video game section. And there's a bunch of video games. And I just acquired Modern Warfare 2 and a soccer game. But my dumbass didn't realize that it was a Portuguese and Spanish version. And I speak Spanish or whatever, so it's fine. But I wanted the English version. So that was pretty funny. I was like, who the hell makes a separate game for Portuguese and Spanish? But respect. Anyways, we're going to talk about some of our favorite albums recently. All right, I know I just said that we're going to talk about albums, but I'm going to be talking about music in general. So the first band that I want to talk about is the band Cicada, and I have often talked about Cicada, but not as much as I would like, but I'm talking about them now. And the reason for my listening is because I've been trying to look for some Sacramento bands, which I'm not located at. A lot of people think I'm located there because I make a lot of content there, interviews, but yeah, I've been looking for some Sacramento bands because somebody asked me, do you know any Sac bands? And honestly, the more I try to listen around the area, not for me. Not a lot of crazy music going on over there. I feel like the Bay has a lot more like variety in there. You know, you got your hardcore, you got some emo in there, some scrams as well. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's more flavor over there. But Cicada, very good. And I've seen them live with Hannah and Alexa, and it was a very good time. I thought they're my favorite act, my favorite performers. So yeah, I've been listening to them a lot recently.
We're gonna see them again in like San Francisco or something with OTL and Wolves Between Tongues. It's gonna be fire. Yeah,
so there's some like sprinkling good bands in Sacramento, but not as much as I thought there would be. But that's fine, you know, it'll grow with time.
Yeah, I talk horribly. Anyways, I've been listening to a lot of Kicked in the Head by a Horse. Their EP, Sporadic Dystrophy, I like a lot. All their music, honestly. I just bought a shirt. I don't know when it's going to get, like, shipped or anything, but fire. I'm excited for that. I liked Kicked in the Head by a Horse a lot.
I should listen to them.
You probably won't like them, though.
That's fine. Man, I like listening to a lot of different stuff, and that's cool she bought merch. Buy merch for your favorite bands, man, because that's what keeps the ball rolling, and they can go to the shows and all that stuff. So shout out Hannah for buying merch.
I've also been listening to a lot of the Post Office Gals, their self-titled album. I did not think I would like it. It honestly sounds crazy. Like some of you will listen to it and be like, what the heck is wrong with you? Oh yeah, look at that beautiful album cover.
I guess I won't put a picture of that since you just did that.
Yeah, I've been listening to that a lot too.
Back on the video game wave, but talking about music, Black Ops 2 soundtrack, phenomenal. And we were just playing it a couple of days ago, and I played it yesterday. So I was listening to the multiplayer soundtrack, and it just brings me back and gives me so much energy. And it's really one of those freaking soundtracks that has, like, you wouldn't expect it to be hype like that, but it got those freaking, like, drums in the background or whatever. And whoever created it, I think his name is Jack Wall. Freaking goated, man. Freaking goated. He didn't just do that soundtrack. I think he did a bunch of the Black Ops. And, dude, just, I guess Black Ops soundtracks in general, like Black Ops 1 has a freaking gas, freaking electric, freaking amazing freaking thingamabobber soundtrack. Yeah, man, I've been trying to feel something, so yeah, I've just been listening to stuff I loved as a child.
That's depressing.
No, it's not.
I've been listening to the 007 Nightfire soundtrack. Not a lot, but I went on this little spree one night because I was trying to find a dumb song and I couldn't find it. I found like a very small snippet of it on YouTube. I was trying to feel something too. Not really, but.
So what's like, is there like missions or something? Bro, what was that? You watched that movie?
Bro, I love Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I remember watching like the first one or whatever.
I watched all of them except the new one.
Pretty dope concept. Transformers? Talk about your love of Transformers.
I love Transformers. I don't know what else. I don't know why I love them so much. I feel like people think they're like cringe, but I love Transformers. And Linkin Park's in Transformers, pretty fire. I just watched the first one last night. I haven't watched the first one that much. I've watched all the other ones like a buttload of times, but I've only watched the first one a few times. And I forgot that it closed out with Linkin Park. Then the closing scene, he's like, I'm Optimus Prime, and we are waiting for you. I also bought a Transformers comforter.
Oh my god, tell me about that Shrek bag you bought or whatever.
Oh, I bought a Shrek bowling ball at a yard sale for $10. It came in I saw the bag was like, it had shark tails on it. Yeah, it had a shark. I just saw a bag with shark tails on it, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. And I picked it up, and I was like, this trash is heavy. Opened it, and there's a Shrek bowling ball in it. It's so cool. So I bought it, and the back of the bag had Shrek on it.
He was just reacting to it. I was just like, what the heck?
Heckalate. That trash has been trending forever.
Yeah.
They're gonna come back. I had a dream that Oakwood had a
concert?
reunion show in Houston while we're here in California, and I was so butthurt. I literally like woke up and I was like, oh my god, I'm so mad, but it was a dream. We're missing so many shows in Texas since we're in California, or I'm in California. I wouldn't have gone to any of them anyways, because I don't like going to places by myself. I went to one show by myself, and I seemed like a spaz when I was there. Ugh. I'm like embarrassed thinking about how I was acting. Whatever.
Weren't you just standing still? Like,
I wouldn't go in the venue. I called Alexa and I talked to her on the phone for like 30 minutes in front of the venue because I was like, what do I do? I have horrible social anxiety. More music. I've also been listening to a lot of Me and Him, Call It Us, the Meadow Drive sessions. My favorite song is Pallbearer. I don't know how to say that. Pallbearer, yeah. I like that. But yeah, I like a lot of their songs. I just been listening to that a lot. I've been listening to a lot of Little Girl Terrorist, their EP Catcher in the Rye. I think they're from France, honestly, but they're not a band anymore. They made like one EP. I think they're from France. I don't know. That could be wrong. I did more research. It says they're from Singapore on Discogs. And they have an EP called Catcher in the Rye, but then they have like an album called Versus Plus.
I've been listening to WWE soundtracks and a lot of theme songs for certain wrestlers, and basically early 2000s type of vibe from that era of wrestlers, which I kind of grew up on, and classics like John Cena. And bro, I was listening to that, and Alexa was like, "This is literally the best wrestler theme song ever." I was just like, "Bro, what?" And then she was just elaborating like crazy, like Einstein. And yeah, it's funny. I'd be showing Alexa WWE in general, and she makes fun of it sometimes, but she's into like the storylines and stuff. And the songs, she'll just think about the song and be like, that's trash. Or look at the outfits, and she's like, that's horrible. What is that? Or be like, oh, I like that outfit. And it's just like the funniest thing ever.
I love music. I listen to music all the time.
Bro, you're turning into Shrek. Fiona, I mean.
I'd rather be Shrek than Fiona.
Donkey, I fear.
Oh, yeah.
Lord Farquaad, I fear. But yeah, man, sorry I'm not giving any underground band stuff advice, song recommendations right now. I've just been, just listening to random stuff that is funny and cool. I don't know. So, yeah, nostalgic.
Okay, so I've been listening to a lot of bands that are like signed to Afira, like Balmora and stuff. Razel Got Her Wings, Bolts Between Tongues, stuff like that. Clock Tower. I think they're all signed to Afira. Don't hate me. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of that though. Let me see my other bands real quick. I've been listening to a lot of Valeska Sarat. Hopefully I'm not saying that wrong. Spear of Cassius. I think I said them before. I've been listening to Charm for a while. Not a while, but whatever. Another band that is very, very underrated. It's a one man band. My Hair is a Rat's Nest. One man Screamo from the Desert.
Bro, me and Alexa were comparing. I always say Alexa has long AF arms because I could be like 15 feet away from her and she'll put her hand on my shoulder and it like creeps me out. And then I was like, bro, let's just compare arm length, and she has a pretty wide margin beating me, and I thought it was funny. She called me short little man. Anyways, all right, the next music thing I'm gonna talk about is an album by the band Should called Feed Like Fishes. And I talk about this on my Instagram, on my TikTok, and I feel like maybe on YouTube, maybe not. I think this band has a lot of shoegazy elements, but like indie rock elements as well, that a bunch of bands, it just reminds me of Texas, and funny enough, they are from Texas. and I thought that was pretty dope. From the 90s, dope band. I think they're a duo, might be wrong, but if not, I'm right. Okay. Anyways, fire pieces of music. Should is their name. I think is pretty cool. Not a lot of people talk about them, which makes sense. You know, you gotta like find them or whatever. Not saying they have 5 listeners or whatever, but it's just a band you don't really hear much about. And yeah, man, I like their music. It just reminds me of like a picnic or something like that. Very garden-esque. And yeah, flowers and sandwiches. And a charcuterie board, whatever it's called. Hell yeah. Okay, so Hannah just asked me what my dream lineup would be. And as you think about that, I will give my answer, even though I didn't really think about it. But at the top of my head, I'm going to make this a banger wanger. How many bands are we limited to, though?
5.
5? Goddamn, okay.
Is that a lot?
No, it's not a lot.
8. It'll be a showcase. No.
Oh, what?
No, 12. No,
12?
5.
Dude, 5 is fine. Okay, 5 band festival, whatever. 5 band show, concert, festival, whatever. I'm going to go at the top, obviously. 3 letters. Yeah.
Hum.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have some hum action in there, but I'm also gonna need some aggressiveness because they may be on the softer side of things, which is nothing bad with that, nothing wrong with that. So I'll go with the classic, basic knocked loose. I'll put knocked loose in that, John. Yo, they're like dead or alive. Like, doesn't matter.
It could be both.
They could be both.
Yeah,
Bet.
'cause I'm gonna say some they're dead.
Okay, Linkin Park. Put Linkin Park in there. Yo, this is the ugliest lineup ever.
Yo, you're putting Linkin Park?
Yeah. Hum so far. Knock loose. Linkin Park. I need some. You know what? Got it tatted on me. Let me put some Mazzy Star in there. Nice little soft section. Mazzy Star starts screaming for some reason. Anyways, and then to cap it off, I'm looking around in my room with all my band stuff. Some people would say, you wouldn't say Nirvana? Nope. I'm not saying that. There's a lot of aggressiveness going on right now. So I will say, you know what? Blind Melon. Another soft type of piece, but pretty dope isms, I feel like. A lot of different variety in there.
Mine would be Linkin Park, the Cranberries, Title Fight, Pale Fade, Othio.
How many was that?
5.
Oh, fire.
Yeah. OMG. Did it not record anymore?
No, it did.
Oh.
Oh, that scared me. It never gets to that point. Yo, what? That wraps up this video. I don't know what to title this video. Probably talking music in video games with a Scrams legend. No, something like that. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.
Keep the music alive.
Video games and music. What a great time.
Bye.
Goodbye.